It's Jimmy from Jimmy's Barbers.
Thank you guys.
Local celebrity
Jimmy.
round in the Hayward Heath area, I think.
Yeah. Just got something sent through today saying that Gareth Barry's signed for Hurstby Point.
I did see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You are very well known for being a massive Liverpool fan.
Die-hard Liverpool fan.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
I do say I've died down in the last sort of 5-6 years compared to what I used to be.
What do you reckon is the biggest game you've been to?
Oh, it's got to be a Champions League final, Istanbul.
Did you always want to be a barber? Was that something you were always interested in, or was it?
It was always on the back burner because all my family are like cousins, my brother, my sister, all barbers. So it was
Runs in the
always
family,
on the bar. But initially went to try and be a chef to start with. And then job come up in Hayward Heath, which my brother was working and my sister was working for the same company. And I was there for 12, 13 years before I started Jimmy's.
And now you've got a second shop over in Cookfield.
Yeah, we took the second shop in Cookfield, 2018?
Episode number 3 of Talking Tekkers. And what did we do last time? We had
Euro selection.
Euro selection with James and Chase, 2 of the coaches. Today we've actually brought in a proper guest who's not part of Tiny Tekkers, but part of the Tiny Tekkers family.
Yeah, I feel like I've been part of Tekkers for a while.
It's Jimmy from Jimmy's Barbers.
Thank you guys.
Local celebrity
Jimmy.
round in the Hayward Heath area, I think.
Yeah, thanks for asking me.
I don't think there's anyone. I think someone asked me the other day actually, who's more popular in Hayward Heath, Tiny Tekkers or Jimmy's Barbers? So we might have to put a poll out on social media.
I'm going to go Tekkers.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Well, no, I think you've been around longer. Everyone knows Jimmy's Barbers.
True. How about both?
About both.
Yeah.
We just call it a tie. It's like our 6-a-side game. 0-0.
Yeah, exactly. Like
Yeah.
Ball draw.
Very one-sided, 0-0.
We were literally just talking about it, to be fair. We played in a charity football tournament the other day. Jimmy had a team, we had a team, and we were in the same group, but it was 0-0.
It was 0-0.
Coach Ellis had the moment of his life to score the winning goal, but he put it straight at the keeper, which was you actually.
It
Made
was.
a little save with a flick of the heel.
Probably about the only save I've made all tournament, to be fair. I couldn't let Ellis score. No chance. There was no chance he was scoring past me.
To be fair, that's probably one of our only goals in this tournament. We only scored about 3 goals, didn't we? 2 or 3 goals in the group stages.
Didn't have many shots, did we?
Your save on the line with your header was pretty good.
Yeah, the old salmon. My shoulder's still recovering from it now. It's no good.
Like a salmon.
Literally.
But yeah, I mean, like we've said with the podcast, we're going to have some guests on. They're not always going to be sport related or education/children related. Might just be someone from the local area like Jimmy. So with the guests, we're going to start off with where it will start for you. Growing up, where did you grow up?
I grew up mainly in Brighton. I moved to there when I was about 7. And just went to school in Brighton. And college, my football early days was all Brighton based. And went on from there.
So you're playing for a local club in Brighton, or was it something like Tiny Tekkers, or was it?
It was the club. It was first club I went to was Hollandbury Hawks. I was there for, which I think they're still going now.
Yeah, I heard of them.
I think they're good setup there. Was there for a while. Was at Lewis, where I was born in August. I could play for 2 age groups, so I was playing for Lewis under 11s and then under 10s. So I was playing in goal for one team, out on pitch for another.
And which did you prefer, in goal or out pitch?
Back then, probably in goal. Yeah,
You are good in goals, to be fair. I'll give you that.
Reflexes like a cat.
Yeah.
Trouble is the goals are a bit bigger now. I'm right at 5-a-side goals, but no, I had to play 11-a-side the other week, and I was like, no, not again. These goals are too big for me.
They
now.
are big, to be fair.
I mean, how many times you play on 6-a-side? These you play it 2-3 times a week, don't you?
Yeah, 2 or 3 times a week. Play at Oak Hall, St Paul's, a couple times a week, and then just keep my hand in. Play for a vet side as well on Sundays, which is at the minute playing Friday nights because they've got a summer league going, and playing for them.
It's decent. I think that's definitely come up over the last few years. There's so many more 5-a-side, 6-a-side leagues as opposed to like 11-a-side leagues. I know 11-a-side leagues are shrinking. Back in the day, there used to be kind of about 10 mid-Sussex leagues. Now I think it's only 2 or 3.
Just got something sent through today saying that Gareth Barry's signed for Hurstby Point.
I did see that.
Yeah. Yeah, so we could plan against him next season.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
I think this is like 11-a-side is just time consuming, isn't it? Like you play on a Saturday or a Sunday, it takes the whole day up, especially if you're playing away or whatever. Whereas 6-a-side, you can turn up a half an hour, 40-minute match or whatever.
Yeah.
And you're done and you go home afterwards. Whereas you play 11-a-side, it's a big commitment.
It is, but I think the banter 11-a-side's a lot better. And
yeah, you would avoid a lot more
changing rooms and stuff like that. Yeah.
Straight down the pub afterwards on a Saturday evening. Although I'm sure your missus won't be very happy with that. So they're probably happier now that you do your football one evening a week. And then
my drinking days are long gone. Yeah, they're long gone.
So then when growing up, obviously, you played a lot of football. Did you play any other sports? Or was it just football?
Yeah, I played squash, tennis, snooker.
Snooker.
Yeah.
It's an outside one.
That's a nice hour. Yeah, I played a bit of snooker, a bit of pool. Yeah.
Hand-eye coordination.
Yeah, anything like that. But if it was stuff like running on track, no, forget it. But chasing a ball, I was all right.
So a lot of sports with your hands then. Goalkeeping, pool,
Yeah.
snooker, squash.
Yeah, no, yeah, still play them now. So I even got a pool table at home.
We'll have to set up a game, I think, maybe next podcast. Tekkers v Jimmy in a pool tournament.
I'll be up for that bit of killer.
Would you prefer snooker or pool?
I prefer snooker,
Yeah,
but I'm better at pool now. Than I
People
am
always
snooker.
say that. I've never really played snooker. I've played a couple of times, but not properly. Again, had a
It's a
small
bit more like methodical snooker, isn't it? You have to
Yeah.
think about it a bit more. whereas
Well,
pool,
from the
you can
age
sort
of from probably 12 to 17, I didn't really go to school. I spent my whole life at the Castle Club.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That was allowed back then,
yeah. Well, I don't think they cared. I think back then it was literally the whole from probably 12 to 17, 18. I was there 8-9 hours a day, just playing snooker. That's good fun.
keeps you out of trouble.
Yeah, it was good,
I like that.
and I was teaching me maths as well.
Well, it is like, I remember going down the club with my dad, and you play darts, and you have to learn that kind of quick maths. You have to subtract and divide and trying to aim for something.
That's why I don't play
To
darts.
finish on a double.
Because of the maths. You have to get an app on your phone now if you play darts.
Yeah, it's easy
For
now.
you.
Well, yeah,
It's
all
easy now.
Electronic dart boards, and you punch the scores in and stuff. But I think that's so important. Kids can learn maths. Go put them on a snooker table, put them on a dart board, and get them to work out your scores or work out their own scores.
They got count back from 501, don't they, when they first start?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Finishing on a double.
Literally.
Trying to work it out. But yeah, and then obviously growing up, carried on playing football, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I signed for Burgess Hill at 16, 17, signed for Burgess Hill. Had a good side back then. We got to the FA Vars.
Still playing in goal? Or?
That was in goal.
Yeah.
Got to play Millwall. Got stuffed 7-0, I think the 4th, 5th round proper. Remember Stephen Reid?
Yeah.
He played against us. I think he scored 6 or 7 that day. So, yeah. He was.
Pay for a goalkeeper.
But that was great though.
I was on the bench. I was on the
it's not
bench.
your fault then.
I was on, weren't me? I got dropped.
Maybe if they played you, it'd been a different story.
Well, I dropped myself. I decided to go to watch Liverpool the week before.
Oh.
So the goalkeeper took my place, played well, and kept his spot.
I guess another thing that leads on to that, you are very well known for being a massive Liverpool fan.
Die-hard Liverpool fan.
Yeah,
Unfortunately.
I do say I've died down in the last sort of 5-6 years compared to what I used to be, because I used to go a lot. Now I don't. I'm a bit of a tourist fan, I'll say now.
Did
Same with
you?
me.
Was that a family thing? Was it like parents support Liverpool?
No,
or
my dad
it
was
just you?
a Mill fan. I should have been a Mill fan by birth, I suppose. But I still keep an eye out for Millwall. But my cousins all supported Liverpool, and back then Liverpool were the main team.
That was it.
So from 2 years old, and it was a lot easier to go to games then. Liverpool would be playing in London every other week.
Yeah.
So on the day you can wake up, pick up the newspaper, let's go to that game. It was none of this need memberships, book tickets in advance.
Getting
You could just
ballot
go
and
and
stuff like that, yeah.
you could just literally wake up, I'm going to go watch Arsenal today, and you could.
Unbelievable. Better times.
It was better times. I was,
I was trying to get Newcastle tickets last year. It's just like you got to enter in a ballot. You don't know if you're going to get tickets, and then you can't enter with another person. So like you could just get one ticket, and it's like, well, I don't want to go all the way out there on my own. Like you go with.
And isn't the resale of like season tickets or the sharing season tickets difficult, and they make it such a faff to kind of.
Seems anywhere nowadays to get tickets just seems to be a proper pain.
well, last year I got offered like 2 season tickets to go to watch one game,
Yeah.
but it's risky because they give you a QR code. It might not work because you've got to be on their memberships.
Right. Okay.
So because I was on the memberships, you might not get in. And with Liverpool, you got to be, back then it was from the 24th of August, you had to be registered on the person's season ticket.
Right. Okay.
It's a long way to risk it without
Yeah.
having a ticket that goes up to
So you
Liverpool.
didn't go then?
So I didn't go. I went Brighton, Liverpool this year. I went Fulham, Liverpool. Fulham, Liverpool twice this year, and that was it. So like I said, tourist fan.
What do you reckon is the biggest game you've been to?
Oh, it's got to be the Champions League final, Istanbul.
Oh,
You went.
You
Got a
went?
ticket.
Didn't know that.
Went that. Yeah, I was there. I went to pretty much every home game that season in the Champions League.
Unbelievable for that.
That was
What season?
I bet that was a party.
oh mate, you say it was a party, but after the game, everyone was just dead. Like
They're giving it all
but
during the
yeah,
game.
because it was 2 hours ahead. By the time you got out of the stadium, was like 1 in the morning. By the time you found your coach, by the time you got back to Taksim Square, was like 4 or 5 in the morning. Your plane was leaving at 8, 9 o'clock. There was when we got to the airport, got on our plane. There was people on a plane without a ticket. They would just sleep on the plane, just pretend to be on the plane.
Yeah.
Just because they need to get back home because their earlier flights got cancelled because of the extra time. But that was and also the semi-final against Chelsea, that beat a Mourinho team 1-0.
Yeah.
That was something special. And again, that year again, the Olympiacos, Gerrard
Screamer.
screamer. I was in the cop for that one. Literally, as soon as he hit that ball, the whole crowd just went dead. You just heard the thump of the ball.
Yeah.
And honestly, mate, and
would you say one of your greatest ever players, Steven Gerrard, in your eyes?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, definitely. To watch live.
The greatest?
For me to watch live?
Yeah, or like in the history of Liverpool.
Yeah.
Suarez.
If Suarez were there a bit longer,
Yeah.
I would say for me, just Gerrard, for the crap
Purely
team he
for
had,
And
the crap players he had alongside.
The way he carried the team as well.
Yeah, I'm not sure as many people could carry the team
To be
as
fair,
well as he had.
Suarez didn't nearly carry Liverpool to the title. Like, he was unbelievable that season.
Suarez is just, honestly, anywhere he got the ball, anywhere, it was just danger. He could have the ball on the halfway line, facing the wrong way, and it looked trouble. I was at that Norwich game when he got those 4 goals.
Every goal was an absolute worldie.
But the first 5 minutes, he was like hitting balls out the stand. He was hitting it everywhere. Then all of a sudden, he's hit this one from 35 yards, lobbed him. Unbelievable.
I think Gerrard said he's the best player he's ever played with, than Suarez.
Yeah. Everyone tries to compare between Suarez and Torres, but for me, it's not a competition. Suarez is different level.
Yeah,
That's fair.
I would agree. I think, Suarez.
So the whole Gerrard
his
Lampard's
prime.
goals debate in your eye, is it Gerrard?
Yeah, Gerrard. I only started liking Scholes later on when he sort of retired. And I started
kind
to
of
proper
appreciate
watch
it,
him. And Lampard, he always used to score.
There's different types of players, isn't there?
it.
Compares the three of them, but like Lamps was a goal scoring midfielder.
And I think if Lamps weren't scoring, you never noticed him in the game.
Yeah.
No, I agree.
Whereas Gerrard, Scholes, they're always involved.
Running games, yeah.
Just like I said, different type of player.
It's mental, isn't it, when you think about now, like that England team that had the three of them in there.
And couldn't work it out.
Couldn't manage to play them together, playing like Lampard on the left, Scholes on the left.
It's like the England team now.
Exactly the same. Yeah,
It's just that problem of getting the players in the right position.
No, you just got to
playing
find
together.
a system.
Or is it upset? Or have we got to upset one or two?
He's always going to have
And
to.
build a team around one of the players. Are we going to build it around Jude? Are we going to build it around Foden? Are we going to build it around Bellingham?
Build it around Harry
Just
Kane,
find a
mate.
system,
Yeah.
go with the system, rather than pick the players just to fit into your system.
Yeah.
Have your system work out and work out which players work out best. Don't put a right-footed guy left back when you've got another right-footed guy playing in front of him. It's just, I don't know, it's just trying to fit everyone in, trying to keep them happy. But for me, Alonso as well. Alonso playing. I
You see it now, like going being the
I
manager.
was at the game against Newcastle when he lobbed your keeper from the halfway line.
Or Steve Harper, who didn't have his studs in.
I think he tripped on that one. I actually looked away and all of a sudden I was like, it's in. It was like, couldn't believe it.
I've never seen someone be able to hit a ball so pure. I mean, Gerrard's up there as well, but the way
He's
he
at like-
just move a ball.
Yeah.
There's videos of him in training.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, he's a manager.
He looks like the player.
And he's pinging passes out to people in training, just like,
It's just that one, like Daisy Cutter
Technique,
stays like an inch off the ground, but just glides.
That's a bit like Thiago's goal.
That's what that goal that he
yeah.
scored, that little sidewinder.
Literally
zinger
just 6
along
inches
the
off the
deck.
floor, all the way. Yeah.
And like, he was, I always said he's one of my favourite players ever to watch play football, Thiago. Like, when he's fit, he's just the way he plays football, like serious,
He's manager at Barcelona, isn't he? He's a
serious
coach.
swagger.
Yeah.
Because like we went and watched England, Spain, didn't we? At Wembley,
Yeah.
he played, and he's just like a joke. Like his technique, the way he controls the ball, moves the ball, passes.
Just so comfortable.
Yeah,
But that
so
style
good
of
to
player I
watch.
love. It's like the Bergkamp going back, the way he just brings other people in the game, so unselfish. Yeah. That style, Yari Lippmann, I just love that style of player. It's just that's how I want to play.
I think you're saying that unselfishness. I think we've got a bit of that, bit of selfishness probably creeping into the England setup as well. I think people are trying to do too much on their own. Whereas, like I say, going back to it, having someone in there that's going to be that unselfish player and give England.
It just doesn't seem to be anyone like running off the ball further up the pitch. I think that's what I found. Spent more time
Or
going
everyone's,
back.
everyone's too close to receive it.
Yeah, so that's finding the system that works.
Yeah.
You got too many players trying to do the same thing.
I bet you Pickford probably had the ball at his feet more than Harry Kane did.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Well, then he only got one touch in the opponent's box in the final.
Oh, there you go.
For a centre forward, like the final of the European Championships, you can't be having that.
Anyway, enough rambling about England. I've done enough of that, I think,
Yeah.
over the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, everyone asked last week, every question, every parent was like, "Oh, you still upset?" Yeah, still hurt now. Trying to draw that line under it.
But yeah, so going into obviously what you do now, being a barber. Did you always want to be a barber? Was that something you were always interested in, or was it?
It was always on the back burner because all my family, like cousins, my brother, my sister, all barbers. So it was always on the bar. But initially went to try and be a chef to start with because we owned a fish and chip shop growing up.
Okay. Was that local or Brighton?
That was Brighton. And funny enough, we used to have quite a lot of who end up turning pro. We used to play football outside the shop.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
We used to have like Russell Martin's brother, Dave Martin, play out there. Ross Johnson used to play for Brighton years ago. Darren Freeman, who used to play outside the shop and stuff. But so chefing was always on the cards. Mechanic as well. I did 6 months as a mechanic, and then just went and did hairdressing college at 17, and studied women's hair. But I knew barbering is what I wanted, rather than the women's hair. And I went to a shop in Portslade second year at college. Did 2 days a week with some guy there in a shop that he just took over, and said, "You can cut the gents' hair in here for £3. I'll check them over." And then I was there for about 18 months, 2 years. And then job come up in Haywards Heath, which my brother was working, and my sister was working for the same company. And took me on as well. And I was there for 12, 13 years before I started Jimmy's on the high street. And we just went on from there.
Amazing. And now you've got a second shop over in Cookfield?
Yeah, we took the second shop in Cookfield, 2018.
You're in the small... Initially, you're in the small one down the road.
Yeah, we had the one down the road. That sort of
because that was always a barbershop.
That was that's actually called the old barbershop. Like the name, the address of it.
My dad used to get his hair cut there.
Yeah, yeah. The stories I've heard from that. Every customer used to come in that I inherited from the shop. This shop used to be this. This shop used to be that. I used to get my hair cut by the guy was called Roy, I think, before. Yeah. And then they used to give me stories about Cookfield. There used to be 2 banks there, and I know the history of Cookfield now.
That's amazing. Yeah,
I
think barbershops are kind of like a cornerstone of any kind of village or town.
And that's what we want to create now. Is want kids now that have been cutting. I cut their dad's hair and their kids' hair, the granddad's hair, and think, when I was a kid, I used to go to Jimmy's. When I was, that's how I want to portray it. Same as Tiny Tekkers. We used to go Tiny Tekkers. That's where we started for our
George and Phoebe
journeys.
came when they were 2 and 3.
Yeah, my kids went to Tiny Tekkers. They loved it. It really brought them out of their shell. They're quite shy kids, but as soon as they went Tiny Tekkers, that's it. They were off. But unfortunately, I never inherited my football skills.
Hopefully, they inherit your barbering skills or your chefing skills. Who's
skills.
the cook at home?
Nah, wife's generally the cook. She's a good cook, and
What would be the signature dish?
Signature dish.
What's your wife's signature dish? She's going to watch this, so make sure.
She does a good roast. She does a good roast. Yeah, her roast. I won't eat out.
Anyone else's roast?
No, I won't go outside and eat a roast. I won't go to. Everyone goes to me, go there for a roast. Go there for a roast. No. My kitchen does the best roast.
Nothing better than one at home, is there?
No, I agree.
Because you can always go up for second, thirds, fourths.
That's it. Family trend. Under the belt buckle. Sit down and watch Super Sunday afterwards. Brilliant.
Yeah, that's the ideal Sunday, that is.
Yeah. So how long is it since you opened Jimmy's?
2009, we opened up the Haywards Heath shop. And still going strong. Always trying to revamp it, get involved with the local communities like yourselves. Yeah. Sponsoring girls' football teams. I think the first person I ever sponsored was a young golfer. He needed sponsoring to go over and play in America. I think he was like 9 years old back then. I wasn't quite sure if his dad was just wanting me to pay for his holiday.
Yeah. You might have to tap him up. His
dad used to come back with a nice tan all the time. But it's nice to get involved with things like that and give something back as well.
We used one of our first ever sponsors. Really, it was like you bought all the little kids' kits for us with the bags and stuff, and we still see so many kids now walk around with Jimmy's barbers on the back of their tops.
And literally from being up the road in where you go to the Queen's Hall where you have your classes, kids sort of cooperate. They all come in with their Tiny Tekkers stamps. Stamps everywhere.
That's it. I think going back to kind of small local businesses is what I love. Similar to what we do with all our shirts are getting printed now, printed by a local company in Burgess Hill. So I think
we probably use the same one.
Yeah, by Vector, and then we push people towards you. And all the kids always say, "Oh, do you go to Jimmy's?" Obviously, I don't go to Jimmy's. Clearly, used to.
Well, you still got an account. You still got an account. Your account's still live.
When I was clinging on to the few hairs that I had.
And I feel if you look at my Instagram, there's a few very early pictures of you being in there.
Ben's
Well,
in
yeah,
there,
it's got to be
superstar.
nearly like 15 years now, I reckon.
I think you're one of my first Instagram posts, I think.
Yeah. What week? 28, 29. Soon to be 29. So
Yeah,
when you start getting your haircut?
probably around like 14, 15.
14, 15.
So yeah, nearly 15 years.
Yeah, there's another one of your coaches, Ellis. He's on there from.
As I say, you've done pretty much
2
most
years
of
old.
the
Yeah.
Tiny Tekkers roster, I think.
Yeah.
Half the coaches all come to Jimmy.
And to be fair, some of the guys that come from a little bit further out, that come to the coach, like Chase and stuff, and we've pushed towards Jimmy.
Yeah, that's good. Got to look
well.
good if you're coaching.
Exactly, 100%.
Got to set an example.
Yeah, it's a money shot. So yeah.
I remember I always they pop up on like social media, don't they? A few years ago, like reminders.
Well, your 21st.
Yeah, and you shaved it into the
We
back of my
shaved
head.
21 in there.
I remember my grandma saw it on
yeah.
like Facebook. She thought I'd got a tattoo on the back of my head. She was absolutely mortified.
No, luckily we shaved it out.
That's just Jimmy, man.
You're lucky he was only 21. There's been a few ruder ones
Yeah,
than that.
there is.
I think I've had one on there before.
I'm sure Ellis had a few as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Jimmy's signature sign off.
He's a bit picky unless he can't muck around with his hair.
No, true.
He gets it cut every week, so yeah.
If he's going on holiday, he'll coincide it that he won't miss a day. You have to have it like every week. But if he's going on holiday, he'll have it like if he's done on the Friday, he goes away on the Tuesday. He'll come back in on the Tuesday and have it done.
That's fresh for the plane journey.
Yes, that's the customers we like.
That's it, 100%. Yeah.
I think his lifetime ambition is to finish top of the leaderboard.
Has he done it yet?
Total haircuts in a year.
Who won it last year?
I don't think it was
No,
him.
he just missed out last
He's
year.
fuming.
Jerome's usually up there, isn't he?
Drone's up there again. He's
Ben Bacon's
free
usually
come.
up there.
No, but Bacon's not come for a long time.
Has it not?
Yeah, no, he's moved to Horsham now, so he's.
Ben Bacon, get yourself back to Jimmy's.
He did message me the other day because he come off the top of our fantasy football leaderboard, and normally the prize is a free haircut. So I tried to get him in, but he was busy. So next time we'll get him in.
What's the most you've had in a year? The most haircuts? Because I suppose the account shared, is it sometimes?
Yeah, so I try and take it. So it's just done on individual person.
haircuts,
So
yeah.
it's 52, 53. So sometimes they go on holiday, then
Yeah,
they'll
every week. That's
they-
great commitment, that is.
they get it in.
I've never got up to that number, I think.
You have
I
been
was
on the
al- I was
leaderboard. You
always-
have been on the leaderboard before. I think.
Yeah, I think I used to do
finish.
like every couple of weeks.
My wife is a
was
sneaky
up
one.
there.
When we first started appointments, she used to book me out. So one year she become top of the leaderboard. She became top because she used to book me out while I'm in lunch with her today. So she used to
Unbelievable.
book myself out. So yes, because back then it was like,
It's like liking your own social media posts.
yeah, you got to, ain't you?
Yeah.
I guess as well, you say, what's the youngest you go for like cutting hairs? Do you have or you
we've
literally
done
take?
2 or 3 months. Yeah.
Because it's like a similar sort of skill, like obviously with what we do with toddler classes. Because I've been in there before with you and someone else, one of the other barbers is cutting like a proper youngster's hair, and it can be a bit tricky sometimes.
Yeah, as long as we do our best to make them feel secure, safe, and in the day, if we don't force them to have it done. Because once you force a kid to start holding their head and pinning them down, they're going to be put off for life.
Yeah.
So we just try and make it as.
Because I guess it can be pretty dangerous as well. You've got a set of
100%.
scissors and
Yeah.
clippers in your hand, and the kids.
Yeah,
waving their head around.
it can be. Yeah, it definitely. There has been times where I remember I was cutting with we had a young lad, Luke. He was working with us, and he just couldn't cope with this little kid. And me and Lisa had to step in, and we were doing a side each.
Yeah.
Because once you start, you have to finish. So we had to. So we literally did a side. We're both experienced with kids. We're both good with kids. So we just took a side each and done, and then the kid's leaving, skipping out the shop, happy as Larry, got his lollipop.
Amazing, yeah.
And then running in next time, happy as Larry. So that's what we try and.
And the parents then trust you, and they're gonna bring them back each time. Similar to what we do. Like we need to make sure they have a great experience. Like I say, like you said earlier, it's fun. It's not pressurized. We're not forcing them to do anything. If they don't want to play, they want to sit aside and watch. That's fine. And we try and encourage them as much as we can the next time they come in. And then all of a sudden it clicks one day, and they absolutely love coming through the door.
I think it's made it a little bit easier for us nowadays with the likes of the iPad.
Yeah.
You chuck an iPad in front of
Distraction,
them, lolly,
isn't it?
they
Yeah.
can sit there watching. I had a little boy this morning. To be honest, he's always good, been good. But he just, as soon as I got the iPad, his face just bing.
Gone. Yeah.
Just sat there, give me a proper grown up haircut, and that was it. It was it's made that a little bit easier with technology.
You do that with Ellis now when he
Yeah.
He gets a lolly when he walks out. He's happy, and but he's all right. He puts his hand in the pocket. He buys me a coffee now and again.
Good man.
Yeah.
That's kind of a contradiction to us, to be fair, because we're almost trying to get the iPads off the kids, aren't we?
Yeah.
Like, I can totally understand why you need it for your line of work, 100%.
I try and do it as a last resort for the iPad.
Yeah,
Yeah, so literally last resort, offer the lolly as a last resort.
yeah.
Try and get them to interact with me.
Yeah,
So I'll
that's
talk about them, what you're up to today. And now, like, literally, I had a 4-year-old boy saying, I'm going to Tilgate Park today, going to go see the animals. And he's having an adult conversation with me.
Exactly.
Right.
That's amazing. And we're doing exactly the same thing. Like we start as young as 18 months. That's when we take from our class. And we are obviously interacting at a level for 18 months, 2.5-year-old kind of conversation. But like you say, you're talking to an adult.
But when I've seen you
key
guys
social skills.
do like the little kids from 18 months old and how you coach them and get them to do, I mean, George and Phoebe would never listen to me. And how you got them to run and put a ball in a basket on.
It's weird because like so many parents say that to me at sessions.
Same thing,
They're
yeah.
like, oh, they won't listen to me. Like, 'cause obviously we'll show everyone what to do. We'll do a demo, and then the kids go off with the parents and do it themselves, and we'll go around and sort of
Individually, yeah.
come around and help them. And like, so many times you go over and the kids just refusing to do anything, and then as soon as the coach goes over, then they do it, and the parents are like.
My kids, when they were younger, they were like, never pose for a picture.
Yeah.
They would honestly take pictures like that. They're just faces down, like almost crying. And then we see their picture from school. They're like, how's he done that?
I don't know. It's just, I don't even know what the answer is. Kind of different environment.
I think it's just a different
Strangers sometimes.
environment.
Just
It's just changing up the face and the who. I guess when you're if you go back to being a kid, your parents are telling you what to do all day, every day. You just become a bit like. And then
Just
when you've got
second nature,
someone
really.
new who comes and starts interacting with you and trying to get you to do something, it's just fresh, isn't it? It's a new
And I say
face.
sometimes they kind of potentially look at us as kind of the big brother or the big sister.
Yeah.
Like the fun big brother or fun big sister to have fun and give them stickers and rewards at the end of each hour of exercise. So
Yeah, and that's the way. That's the
Associate
angle you've
that.
got to play it, I think.
yeah, the exercise and the reward and us as kind of that's the association with them as being fun and something they enjoy doing.
And that's one thing I always say is parents try and worry about getting like the perfect haircut. They're worried if the kid's moving. It's fine. They can move a little bit, and it's about getting the experience right first. Then you can work on getting the perfect haircut.
It's the same. It's exactly the same ethos as us. It's funny how kind of you talk about barbering and sports coaching, and there's so many similarities between the two because we're exactly the same. You don't come in the door on day one. We're going to turn you into Lionel Messi. You're going to come in. You're going to have a good experience. We're going to get to know you, and we get to know the kids and the parents on quite a good level as well. Like we'll know their names. We'll find out what they do. Most of them are kind of based in and around the local community as well. People like yourself. Do you know what I mean? We speak to them. You're a barber. We then use you. For barbering. There's various customers in the past that we've used for other things, for marketing and for.
It's just such a
other bits and
great
pieces.
networking tool. I've actually ended up buying a house of a customer. I bought cars. I've played different sports. Ended up playing paddle tennis, what I've never played before.
Yeah.
It's the new big thing.
Yeah,
at the moment,
it
isn't
is,
it?
yeah.
Paddle
We
tennis.
said in the game.
You can actually go get on a court now because the triangle always used to be heaving. You couldn't get on there, but now they've got the paddle hub.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah.
Was it Bolney?
Bolney, yeah. And I'm playing tomorrow night, funny enough. But
That's
it's easy.
going down.
It's all about opening.
When
one
we're
at
members of.
Mid Sussex at the golf club,
Oh, really?
a court there
And I think in Cookfield they're opening one up now. They've got
in the
three.
car park?
somewhere.
Actually, I think.
But
Yeah, it's Cookfield. It is where the rugby club is. They're building 3 there.
they're doing one there as
Yeah.
well.
The massive regen there on there, the whole clubhouse.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's gonna be 3 courts there. So it's easier to get on. It's massive now.
Because I saw when I was in the gym, the Triangle, a few weeks back, there was a few kids waiting for their, I think it was Linfield lot, waiting to train in the Astro. And they were actually playing football tennis on the padel court, which is amazing. Like, that's why I love playing football tennis. Always used to do that as a warm up. But yeah, these days, like you can't go onto a normal tennis court and play that. You get shouted off by the members or the Karens of the world.
Yeah, true.
But
Yeah,
if you're allowed to play on a padel court, then why not?
true.
Amazing.
And then another thing that I did want to talk about is obviously going back to you being a big Liverpool fan. You've actually played at Anfield
Yeah,
before.
yeah. I would like to say they like selected me to play. Like
Got the call.
got the call, but it was a charity. You basically buy your place, and I ended up playing there twice. Once in goal and once out on pitch. It was,
Did you score?
hit the crossbar. Hit the crossbar, and I got man of the match for being in goal.
You made a worldy save. I remember you showed me the video.
That's I never like to speak about it too much, to be honest with you.
Get the video. Send me the video. We'll try and get Nath to stick it up.
Yeah, that's on there. The crossbar one's on my Instagram as well. But yeah, that was played with John Barnes, which was a legend of mine growing up.
That was
When
my
you go
next
back-
question. Any celebrity?
Yeah, which was
People you played with?
you're going back to greatest players, and he was definitely up there for me, Barnesy.
Did you ask him to do the rap?
Hey,
Did you ask him to do the rap?
no, I did do the old missed handshake because that was the old Wayne Bridge, John Terry scenario.
Yeah.
So when I went to shake his hand, I didn't shake his hand because I said, and he's like, well, that means I've slept with your missus. He's going to me. And I said to him, to be fair, my son did point at the TV and goes, Daddy, when Barnsley was on. he did do that. And I was just buzzing from that, playing at Anfield and being there for so many great nights, thinking I'd give anything to be on that pitch.
Yeah.
Was it like in the changing rooms? Everything,
the whole changing rooms, the full experience. You got to go in the players' lounge afterwards. Had like a presentation, which was quite nice, which Alan Kennedy and Barnsley gave me the match ball. But yeah, it was that you just felt like a pro. Honestly, it was walking through the Anfield gates with your football boots.
Well,
do you know what I mean? Yeah, walking in there with walking in, you're playing the stadium. You've got all the little kids thinking, "Who is this guy?" Walking in there with his boots on. But that was
John Barnsley's long lost cousin.
And literally, once you're on that pitch, you feel like you're a 30% better player. Just everything, your touch.
What was the pitch like? The actual surface.
Well,
they played season, yeah.
They always play it in May because I think they get a week grace before they tear the pitch up.
Yeah.
To so it was
the stuff. Yeah.
I think there was a game before mine, and the pitch was immaculate. It was raining all day. I was in goal, diving around, and not a bit of mud. That's how good it is. That's how the drainage was, and I always would test myself as a goalkeeper to see how far I can kick the ball.
Okay.
Because you always
pro pitch,
on a pro pitch. So that's what.
What did you get? Halfway line?
I got between the D of the halfway line and the opposing D, so in the middle of that.
Yeah.
So pretty decent kick. But it was the only thing, the downer of it was that I like playing with good balls.
Yeah.
They just used the kit bag crappy balls. If that makes sense.
That would almost ruin the experience to me. You want to go and play with an actual.
Yeah, you want to play with balls that the pros are playing. But I played the Amex as well, and that was with the pro balls. That was good.
It does make a difference. I tell it to people all the time. Like you go and buy a £10 ball from Sports Direct. This is the replica of the Premier League ball, and you go and actually kick one of the Premier League balls.
Yeah, well, we got that.
The difference is amazing.
Champions League ball.
We did it up until Pacey's put it.
Pacey stuck it in the hedge behind the office. But
with the girls I sponsor, we end up arranging a foot golf day up at Copthorne.
Yeah.
And everyone laughed because I turned up my own bill. I would not turn up with their little airflows they give you.
Yeah,
no chance. And they're all sort of laughing at me. And then after the first round, they realised.
Yeah. And you won?
Unofficially, I won, but we had to give it to one of the girls to win. Yeah. So,
no mercy. Just getting a hole in one.
Yeah. So I think I felt I got a pretty good score. Was it 62 or something? I think I went round or something like that, I think. Or slightly under. So that was
Actually, Coach James went on the weekend with his family, didn't he? Yeah, with his dad, his brother that doesn't play football, and I think his 7-year-old brother. I think James might have come last.
He said he fell over at one point. You know when he tried to smash it, his standing foot's come off the ground and he's landed like flat on his back.
Yeah. Proper cartoon stuff.
Yeah.
And then he said he was trying to back heel it in, and that's why he lost because he was trying to just like show off. But
again, I think my goalkeeping skills come into play. Goal kicks.
Yeah, true.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I think goalkeepers probably some of the best at it. To be fair, like you say,
it should be. Yeah.
Long range, accurate.
Yeah.
That's what you need in it. Foot golf.
Yeah,
it's like normal golf.
I've never actually played it.
Tee shots is so important.
Never played foot golf.
You never played it?
No. I thought you did one.
I've played. I've played with you, no? I've played it.
I've never played it.
Same at Birthday.
Did you not do a Tiny Tekkers foot golf once?
I didn't know it was a foot golf, no.
Or was that thing at East Grinstead?
We did what's it called? The indoor simulator one. It's called Kings 18.
Yeah.
Maybe we should do that. Oh, there we go. Maybe Jimmy gets a team of 4. We get a team of 4.
Foot golf.
The series, Jimmy's Barbers with Tiny Tekkers and different sports. Paddle, foot golf.
Actually, funny enough, we're actually, for the Olympics coming up, between all us barbers, we're going to do a 100-metre sprint to find out who's the fastest.
Who do you think is going to win?
Well, if Jacob didn't have his groin problem, I think Jacob would have been favourite. Arif backs himself.
I can see that.
Arif's backing himself.
Yeah.
Jack can't put
light as well.
Literally, Jack can't put one foot in front of the other without tripping over. But he's got long strides. He's 6'5", whatever he is, 6'6".
You say Bolt style.
Yeah, and new guy Harry. He reckons he's a dark horse. Yeah, I don't think you've met him yet, but he's been 4 or 5 months. He's been with us. Nice lad. Unfortunately, Chelsea fan.
I have to get him
yeah, we try and beat that out of him. But
what about Ryan?
Ryan backs himself. I think Ryan's pretty quick. So I think Ryan and Jacob will be the 2 favourites for me.
Where are you putting yourself?
Last.
You've got a bit of speed. I've seen you on a 6-a-side.
First couple of yards, get out.
First couple of yards, yeah, but I don't know, over 100 yards, I think my hamstring will go or something. I've got to that age now where
I feel like if we did a race with the coaches.
Do you remember our race?
But like...
After the social?
Ellis.
Oh, Ellis won, didn't he?
No. Yeah, funny
I
story.
think
Ellis had...
Tell the story.
Yeah, he had
He did a golf for me. We
did a golf day with the coaches.
Whose idea was it? Was it Ellis's idea to?
Well, he basically had a couple too many in the clubhouse afterwards.
we had one drink then.
Yeah, basically called out Brad for a race. Brad had rolled his ankle playing football the day before and was wearing Crocs.
In sport mode though.
Yeah, and Ellis bet me 20 quid that he'd beat Brad in a race. So we went down to Whiteman's Green, had a 100-metre sprint on the track, and Brad, I think, didn't even break sweat and absolutely blitzed him. Easiest 20 quid I've ever made in my life.
Nice. But we don't encourage gambling, do we?
It was fair.
I don't think my legs would last 100 metres now. Like you said, the hammy would be gone.
I think my hammy would go.
You used to run in school though. You used to be one of the best runners in school.
Yeah, I used to be good at running, but not anymore.
Yeah, no. I used to run away from
Muscles
teachers.
don't hold up now.
I can run around a snooker table.
Well, like when we played in the football tournament the other day.
Yeah.
Like you had that half an hour, 40 minutes between a game. I couldn't get back up afterwards. I'd like sit down for like half an hour and try and get up, and the legs were gone.
What doesn't hope is Astro as well. The movement of the Astro, be on that all day. There was a load of like back problems, hamstring problems, I think, after that.
Yeah, no, you just seize up. And I was only in goal when I was seizing up.
Yeah.
I did come out and pitch for a couple of the games, but scored a goal as well. And got an injury in that time as well.
But yeah, I mean, so we covered quite a lot to be fair, but you got any future plans for Jimmy's Barbers? Another shop that you're going to open up in another town?
Next?
Or
I'll be honest, I never wanted two shops. So having two is a bonus for me. I've just got into a place now where I've got a good balance. I've got time with the family, away from the shop. For the first 18 months, it was 7 days a week. Because we open Sundays in Haywards Heath, and it was constant. You know what it's like. Even when you're, I'm getting messages 12 o'clock at night. Are you open tomorrow? Can you book me in?
And you're answering.
So my wife had to put up with a lot, bless her, and just getting her life back where we can start going on holidays together and having nights out, dinners here and there. So it's a good place. So third shop would kill all that.
So definitely no third.
Definitely no third. Winding down mode now, I'll say. Retirement.
what's wrong with that?
We've got a long way to get.
Earn it.
We've got a long way to go yet before we wind down.
We're still on 7 days a week.
Yeah.
That's well, hopefully get into a place one day where you can step back a little bit.
That's it. That's the idea, I think. Yeah. Definitely. It's tricky as well because a lot of people, like I said, we know a lot of the people. A lot of the people will ask for us for parties and stuff on the weekend.
Yeah.
Like specifically, like you were asked yesterday. We both were. So we both had separate parties yesterday afternoon, Sunday afternoon that finished at 3-4 o'clock. Obviously we're more than happy to do and we love it at the moment. But it might get to a place like you're saying where you're kind of trying to balance that juggle of family, kids.
I've got a position now. I'm lucky. I've got such a good team. I've got 11, 12 barbers, and all of them are trustworthy, good with people. Touch wood.
Who's been working for you the longest?
I think it's Lee. I think she's been there. I think Lee, then Ryan. I think he's been there. But Ryan had a bit of a. Yeah. Ryan had a. He did a few days a week. Then he disappeared for 2 years. He was supposed to work one Sunday. Never turned up. I didn't see him for 2 years later. He turned up. All right, Jim, how are you? My job's still going. And then ever since then, Ryan's been he's full time in Cookfield now. And then Jack and Jacob, they started in lockdown. And just after lockdown, then Vanessa and Sophia, they started within the last year or so, and they've just fit in so well. And it's just a really, really good team. We do a lot of social. We went to crickets.
I saw that every day.
It's another one of the series we can do.
Yeah, cricket.
Yeah, cricket.
Down there.
Well, Sixers, isn't it? Sixers is
cool.
Yeah. That was good fun. Jack's a big cricketer, but he always loses.
Oh no.
Yeah, he honestly he gets proper angry.
Yeah, but it didn't go down too well.
Yeah, no, it didn't. Especially when I've never played cricket before, never picked up a cricket bat.
But you'll have no coordination, like say snooker, squash, tennis, padel.
No, I'll just tap it. I'm just literally just tap it. 4 points, 5 points. Just
like a test cricketer. Just don't get out.
Yeah, just
nick a single here and there.
Yeah, I'm protecting the wicket at all times. That's
like Watchman.
Yeah,
quality.
Well, yeah. think we've got much else to cover, to be honest.
I don't think so. No, I appreciate you coming down, Jim. Thanks
My
for
pleasure. It's
coming
been
to see
fun.
us.
First time I've done this. Be honest, I was a little bit nervous, but
Smashed
been
it. We
good.
talk to people all day, every day.
yeah, but
Second nature to you.
I'm used to this being someone's back of someone's head. not a mic.
We can set that up next time.
Yeah.
Put Ellis in the chair. You can give Ellis a haircut.
Cut Ellis's hair while we're chatting.
Well, we can reminisce, me and you. But you in front, yeah.
Yeah, you should polish my head for an hour.
Yeah, nice.
Amazing.
Cheers, Jim.
Cheers, bro.
Good to see you.
Thanks for coming down.
Cheers, mate. Lovely. Thank you.
Yeah, sign off.
Thanks for watching, as always. Check us out, social channels, and then look out for next episode.
Look out for next episode.
First Wednesday of every month, we're going to be posting a new episode, hopefully. So, yeah, keep your eyes peeled. Thanks for watching.
See you soon. Cheers, guys.